Friends, today we will learn about kinetics of allosteric enzymes. First is cooperativity. In relation to multiple subunit enzymes, changes in the comfortable conformation of one subunit leads to conformational changes in adjacent subunits. Leads to conformational changes in adjacent subunits. These changes occur at the tertiary and quaternary levels of protein organization and can be caused by an allosteric regulator. Homotrophic regulation. When binding of one molecule to a multi-subunit enzyme causes a conformational shift that affects the binding of the same molecule to another subunit of the enzyme. Heterotropic regulation. When binding of one molecule to a multi-subunit enzyme affects the binding of a different molecule to this enzyme. Allosteric enzymes do exhibit saturation kinetics at high S, but they have a characteristic sigmoidal saturation curve rather than hyperbolic curve when V0 is plotted versus and addition of an allosteric activator plus tends to shift the curve to a more hyperbolic profile while well, an allosteric inhibitor will result in more pronounced sigmoidal curve. Let's know about covalently modulated enzymes. A class of regulatory enzymes whose activity is modulated by covalent modification of the enzyme molecule. Modifying groups include phosphoryl, adenyl, uridyl, methyl, and adenosine diphosphate ribosyl groups. These groups are generally linked to and removed from the regulatory enzyme by separate enzymes. Phosphorylation is the most common type of regulatory modification. One third to one half of all proteins in a eukaryotic cell is phosphorylated. Some proteins have only one phosphorylated residue, others have several, and a few have dozens of sites for phosphorylation. The attachment of phosphoryl groups to specific amino acid residues of a protein is catalyzed by protein kinases. Removal of phosphoryl groups is catalyzed by protein phosphatases. An important example of regulation by phosphorylation is seen in glycogen phosphorylase of muscle and liver, which catalyzes reaction, that is glycogen plus pi square glucose n minus 1 plus glucose 1 phosphate certain means glycogen and glycogen chain. The glucose 1 phosphate so formed can be used for ATP synthesis in muscle or converted to free glucose in the liver. Glycogen phosphorylase occurs in two forms: the more active phosphorylase A and the less active phosphorylase B. Phosphorylase A has two subunits, each with a specific SIR residue that is phosphorylated at its hydroxyl group. These serine phosphate residues are required for maximal activity of the enzyme. In the more active form of the enzyme phosphorylase A, specific SIR residue, one on each subunit are phosphorylated. Phosphorylase A is converted to the less active phosphorylase B by enzymatic loss of these phosphoryl groups promoted by phosphorylase phosphatases. The phosphoryl groups can be hydrolytically removed by a separate enzyme called phosphorylase phosphatase. Phosphorylase A plus H2O plus 2H2O gives rise to phosphorylase B plus 2PI. Phosphorylase B can can in turn be reactivated, covalently transformed back into active phosphorylase A by another enzyme, phosphorylase kinase, which catalyzes the transfer of phosphoryl groups from ATP to the hydroxyl group of the two specific SAR residue in phosphorylase B. That is 2 ATP plus phosphorylase B gives rise to 2 ATP plus phosphorylase A. This is more active. Phosphorylase of an enzyme can affect catalysis in another way by altering substrate binding affinity. For example, when isocitrate dehydrogenase, an enzyme of the citric acid cycle is phosphorylated, electrostatic repulsion by the phosphoryl group inhibits the binding of citrate, a tricarboxylic acid, at the active site. Glycogen synthase, the enzyme that catalyzes the condensation of glucose monomers to form glycogen, is inactivated by phosphorylation of specific SAR residues and also modulated by at least 4 other protein kinases that phosphorylate 4 other sites in the protein. The protein is not a substrate for glycogen synthase kinase 3, for example, until one site has been phosphorylated by casein kinase 3. Enzymes are regulated by proteolytic cleavage. For some enzymes, an inactive precursor called a zymogen is cleaved to form the active enzyme. Many proteolytic enzymes of the stomach and pancreas are regulated in this way. Chymotrypsin and trypsin are initially synthesized as chymotrypsinogen and trypsinogen. Specific cleavage causes conformational changes and expose the enzyme active site. Because this type activation is irreversible, other mechanisms are needed to inactivate these enzymes. Proteases are inactivated by inhibitor proteins that bind very tightly to the enzyme active site. Regulatory enzymes use several regulatory mechanisms. Bacterial glutamine synthetase, which catalyzes a reaction that introduces reduced nitrogen into cellular metabolism, is among the most complex regulatory enzymes known. It is regulated allosterically by reversible covalent modification and by association of other regulatory proteins. Isozymes or isoenzymes. Isozymes were first described by Hunter and Market in 1957, who defined them as different variants of the same enzyme having identical functions and present in the same individual. This definition encompasses enzyme variants that are product of different genes and thus represent different loci. Enzymes, second point is enzymes that are product of different allele of the same gene. In biochemistry, isozyme or isoenzymes are isoforms of enzymes. These isoenzymes usually display different enzyme kinetic or different regulatory properties. Isozymes are usually the result of gene duplication but can also arise from or hybridization. Over evolutionary time, if the function of the new variant remains identical to the original, then it is likely that one or the other will be lost as mutations accumulate, resulting in a pseudogene. However, if the mutations do not immediately prevent the enzyme from functioning but instead modify either its function or its pattern of gene expression, then the two variants may both be favored by natural selection and become specialized to different functions. For example, they may be expressed at different stages of development or in different tissues. Allozymes may result from point mutations or from insertion deletion evidence that affect the DNA coding sequence of the gene. There are three ways of formation of a new allozymes. First one is it is most likely that the new allele will be non-functional, in which case it will be probably result in low fitness and be removed from the population by natural selection. Second is alternatively, if the amino acid residue that is changed is in a relatively unimportant part of the enzyme, for example, a long way from the active site, then the mutation may be selectively neutral and subject to genetic drift. In rare cases, the mutation may result in an enzyme that is more efficient or one that can catalyze a slightly different chemical reaction, in which the mutation may cause an increase in fitness and be favored by natural selection. Nomenclature of isozymes or isoenzymes. In 1964, report recommended that individual isoenzymes should be distinguished and numbered on the basis of electrophoretic mobility, with the number 1 being assigned to that form having the highest mobility towards the anode. Of all the means available to indicate the different properties of enzymes, that is electrophoresis, chromatography, kinetics criteria, chemical structure, etc. Electrophoresis is most widely used for some reasons. Like one is in the study of enzyme heterogeneity to avoid any artificial consequences of the handling or purification of enzymes, and zone electrophoresis is one procedure in which the resolution of individual protein species is not unduly influenced by their application in the original state as tissue, homogeneity, or the like. The degree of resolution is another factor or prime important in this field, and resolution by electrophoretic procedure is generally more effective than other methods of protein separation. Third point is electrophoresis offers the advantage of rapidity and broad applicability. Isozymes or their subunits should not be labeled on the basis of tissue distribution, since confusion may arise on account of species variation. Homologous forms may occur in altogether different tissues in other species. The 5 isoenzymes, like one is LDH1, LDH2, LDH3, LDH4, and LDH5. These are 5 isoenzymes are usually contain 4 subunits in each isoforms. These are LDH1, so its subunit is 4H, and it is located in heart. LDH2 3H1M, that is present in the reticuloendothelial system. LDL3, that is 2H2M, that is present in the lungs. LDH4, that is 1H3M, is present in the kidneys. LDH5, that is 4M, is present in the liver and striated muscle. The major isoenzymes of skeletal muscle and liver is M4, has 4 muscle subunits, which while the heart isoenzyme is H4, has 4 heart subunits. The other variants contain both types of subunits. The LDH2 is the predominant form in the serum. Isoforms of hexokinase. There are 4 important mammalian hexokinase and isoenzymes. They vary somewhat in their subcellular locations, kinetic characteristics with respect to different substrate and operating conditions and physiological functions. They are designated hexokinase 1, 2, 3, and 4, or hexokinase A, B, C, D. Hexokinase 1, 2, 3 are referred to as low Km isoenzymes because of a high affinity for glucose even at low concentrations. All three are strongly inhibited by their product glucose 6-phosphate. Hexokinase 1 is found in all mammalian tissues. It is a housekeeping enzyme. Hexokinase 3 is inhibited by excessive glucose. Hexokinase IV 4, also referred to as glucokinase, it is monomeric, displays positive cooperativity with glucose and is not allosterically inhibited by its product glucose 6-phosphate. It is located in liver, pancreas, hypothalamus and small intestine, etc. Isoforms of cytochrome P450. Isochrome of cytochrome P450. Isochrome P450 is a very large and diverse superfamily of hemoproteins found in all domains of life. Humans have 57 genes and more than 59 pseudogenes divided among 18 families of cytochrome P450 genes and 43 subfamilies. The mice have genes for 101 cribs and sea urchins have even more and perhaps as many as 120 genes. Most crepe enzymes are presumed to have monooxygenase activity. Enzyme isoforms of CPK. CPK is found primarily in heart and skeletal muscle as well as the brain. Therefore, the measurement of serum CPK levels is a good diagnostic for injury to these tissues. The levels of CPK will rise within 6 hours of injury and peak by around 18 hours. If the injury is not persistent, the level of CK returns to normal within 2 to 3 days. Like LDH, there are tissue specific isozymes of CPK and 3 and their designations are described below. CPK3 is predominant isozyme in muscle and is 100% of the normal serum total. CPK2 accounts for about 35% of the CPK activity in cardiac muscle but less than 5% in skeletal muscle and is 0% of the normal serum total. CPK1 is the characteristic isozyme in brain and is in significant amount in smooth muscle and is 0% of the normal serum total. Since most of the released CPK after a myocardial infarction is CPK-MB, an increased ratio of CPK-MB to total CPK may help in diagnosis of an acute infarction, but an increase of total CPK into itself may not. CPK-MB levels rise 3 to 6 hours after a myocardial infarct and peak 12 to 24 hours later if no further damage occurs and returns to normal 12 to 48 hours after the infarct. Upzymes, catalytic antibodies. William Jennings in 1969 proposed that antibodies specific for the transition state of a chemical reaction should have catalytic power. When a transition state analog is used as a protein box epitope to stimulate the production of antibodies, the antibodies to bind it are potential catalysis of corresponding reaction. As of monoclonal antibodies catalyze the hydrolysis of esters or carbonate, in these reactions that attack by water, that is OH minus on the carbonyl carbon produces a tetrahedral transition state in which a part negative change has developed on the carbonyl oxygen. Phosphorate compounds mimic the structure. Immobilized enzymes. Enzymes are widely used commercially, for example, in the detergent, food, brewing industries. Protease enzymes are used in biological washing powders to speed up the breakdown of proteins in stains like blood and egg. Pectinase is used to produce and clarify fruit juice. Problems using enzymes commercially include they are water soluble, which makes them hard to recover. Some products can inhibit the enzyme activity. Enzymes can be immobilized by fixing them to a solid surface. This has a number of commercial advantages. That is, the enzyme is easily removed. The enzyme can be packed into columns and used over a long period. Speedy separation of products reduces feedback inhibition. Thermal stability is increased, allowing higher temperatures to be used. Higher operating temperatures increase rate of reaction. There are four principal methods of immobilization currently in use. That is covalent bonding to a solid support, adsorption into an insoluble substance, entrapment within a gel. Regulation of enzyme activity. Several mechanisms work to make enzyme activity within the cell efficient and well coordinated. Many enzymes are inserted into cell membranes. For example, the plasma membrane, the membranes of mitochondria and chloroplast, the endoplasmic reticulum, the nuclear envelope. These are locked into spatial relationships that enable them to interact efficiently. Inactive precursors enzymes such as proteases that can attack the cell itself are inhibited while within the cell that synthesizes them. For example, pepsin is synthesized within the chief cells as an inactive precursor pepsinogen. Only when exposed to the low pH outside the cell is the inhibiting portion of the molecule removed and active pepsin produced. Feedback inhibition is the product of a series of enzymatic reactions. Example, an amino acid begins to accumulate within the cell. It may specifically inhibit the action of the first enzyme involved in its synthesis. Thus further production of the enzyme is halted. Precursor activation. The accumulation of a substance within a cell may specifically activate an enzyme that sets in motion a sequence of reactions for which the substance is the initial substrate. This reduces the concentration of the initial substrate. In the case if feedback inhibition and precursor activation, the activity of the enzyme is being regulated by a molecule which is not its substrate. In these cases, the regulator molecule binds to the enzyme at a different site than the one to which the substrate binds. When the regulator binds to its site, it alters the shape of the enzyme so that its activity is changed. This is called an allosteric effect. In feedback inhibition, the allosteric effect lowers the affinity of the enzyme for its substrate. The precursor activation, the regulator molecule, increases the affinity of the enzyme in the series for its substrate. Application of enzymes. Let's know about application of enzyme in food processing. Enzyme used is amylases from fungi and plants. Uses are production of sugars from starch, such as in making high fructose corn syrup, in baking industry, in baking, catalyze breakdown of starch in the flour sugar. Yeast, yeast fermentation of sugar produces the carbon dioxide that raises the dough. Next application is amylase. Amylases catalyze the release of simple sugars from starch. Enzyme used is proteases. This is used in biscuit manufacturing. Manufacturers use them to lower the protein level of flour. Application of enzyme in baby foods. The enzyme used is trypsin to pre-digest baby foods. And application of enzyme in brewing industry. Enzymes from barley are released during the mashing stage of beer production. Uses is they degrade starch and proteins to produce simple sugar, amino acids and peptides that are used by yeast for fermentation. And industrially produced barley's enzymes widely used in brewing process to substitute for the natural enzyme found in barley's. Next point is germinating. Next application is germinating barley used for malt. Enzyme used is amylase, glucanases and proteases. This is uses are spliced polysaccharides and proteins in the malt. And beta glucanases and arabinoxylenases are used in improving the oat and beer filtration characteristics. And amyloglucosidases and pululanases are used in low calorie beer and adjustment of fermentability. Proteases are used in remove cloudiness produced during storage of beers. Acetolactated carboxylases ALDC, that is increases fermentation efficiency by reducing diacetyl formation. Fruit juices are cellulose in fruit application of in fruit juices industry, that is enzyme used is cellulases and pectinases. Clarify fruit juices. Dairy industry, renin, in the dairy industry, enzyme used is renin derived from the stomaches of young ruminant animals like calves and lambs. Uses are manufacture of cheese used to hydrolyze protein. Next is next application is Roquefort cheese. Enzyme used is lipases. Uses is used is implemented during the production of Roquefort cheese to enhance the ripening of the blue mold cheese. Lactases are breakdown lactose to glucose and galactose. And an application of meat tender is tenderizers, that is papain, used to soften meat for cooking. Starch industry, in starch industry enzyme used is amylases, amyloglucosidases and glucoamylases. And here the use is convert starch into glucose and various syrups. Glucose monosaccharide used glucose isomerase. Enzyme is glucose isomerase and it's used in it converts glucose into fructose in production of high fructose syrup from starchy materials. These syrups have enhanced sweetening properties and lower calorific values than sucrose for the same level of sweetness. Paper industry. In paper industry, a paper mill in South Carolina, enzymes are used. Amylases, xylanases and cellulases and liganases degrade starch to lower viscosity, adding sizing and coating paper. Xylanases reduce bleach required for decolonizing. Cellulases smooth fibers, enhance water drainage and promote ink removal. Lipases reduce patch and lignin degrading enzymes remove lignin to soften paper. Biofuel industry. In biofuel industry, cellulases enzyme used is cellulases used to break down cellulose into sugar and that can be fermented. And cellulose in 3D used is ligninases, use of lignin waste. In biological detergent preparation, enzyme used is primarily proteases produced in an extracellular form from bacteria and it is used for pre-soup conditions and direct liquid applications, helping with removal of protein stains from cloths. Amylases, that is detergents for machine dish washing to remove resistant starch residues. Laundry powder. In laundry powder, lipases enzyme used is lipases used to assist in the removal of fatty and oily stains. and cellulose is used in biological fabric conditioners. Let's know about now enzyme part is over completed. Thank you.